Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. Welcome to my daily vlog. This is a regular stand-up. I nicknamed it a stand-up because in my old job and with Agile software development, you have this stand-up to talk about where you're at and what you're, what, if any roadblocks or where you're at in progress of your project and that kind of thing. And that's really what this vlog is. But the thing I'm reporting on is my own progress and process of trying to maintain my path into becoming full-time supported under content creation as my primary means of income, which it isn't right now, but that's what we're working on. So let's start with talking about yesterday. So yesterday was Tuesday, podcast edit day over on Twitch at 10 a.m. I think I didn't see the Twitch report if it came in, but I know there were at any given time, probably a couple dozen people came through to say hello. Several people renewed their Prime sub. I think I saw a couple gifted Prime subs in the midst of all that, which was really kind. A whole bunch of bits being thrown around because of inadvertent Rocky Balboa impression that happened in the podcast. That's the kind of goofy stuff that happens during those. Anyway, in the midst of that couple hours, that episode that comes out tomorrow is completely done. I don't have to touch it again between now and when it comes out tomorrow. It's all published, scheduled, published, all that, tagged, marked up, edited, finished. So that's done. In fact, I even got started on the next one, laying it out on the timeline, getting it ready, doing the audio adjustments and things to get ready for that. So I'm well ahead of the podcast game. That's the good news. Also, yesterday I completed my edit of the long form video, which was the second video about Atari 8-bit computer games, because the A400 Mini was announced last week, a couple weeks ago now, and that video did surprisingly well, so I couldn't wait to follow it up. And yet, that video was, for me, a bit of a disappointment in terms of its performance. I'll show you here. Just since I released it yesterday, about 6 o'clock, early to YouTube members, only about 3,000 views. I think if you think back to last week when the other one came out, that one in the same amount of time had done triple that or more. And I really expected this would do better. There's good comments and engagement. So I'm going to try to do something about that today. I don't know what it is. I feel like that video is as good as any tier video. It's relevant to the same audience, and yet I even thumbnailed it similarly to make it obvious that it is a follow-up to the video that you already saw, even if you don't know who I am or familiar with my videos. So I did that, and that didn't seem to help. I have some ideas, but I'll talk about that later in the video. Let's talk stats. On top of my disappointment over that video, another little bit of a bummer of a day, I have this low watermark of 10,000 views and 50 subscribers on every rolling 7-day average, and we've dipped below that as of today. 11,000 views per day, but only 46 subscribers on average. While yesterday was a bit of an up day, we lost, like the biggest day rolled off, the 8th day, so we lost those stats. That's how the rolling average works. Even if you don't get to celebrate victories on the day they happen, they have to be sustained. So down a little. We also didn't make the next milestone. There were only about 20 subscribers short of it. I'm sure tomorrow we'll be able to talk about the next 100 milestone, but in the meantime, we're a little under par. And look, it's like anything, every day is not, the celebration of another victory. Some days it's crap. So, now what, kind of thing, which is how I feel right now. So that being said, let's talk about today. So I did not have a solid thing planned for today. As I often do, I kind of wait and see how performance of a video does to decide, do I do more of that? Do I do less of this? Do I shift gears? That kind of thing. I was really confident. I thought from that first video that this was we're going to ride this wave for a while because it's a really untapped, it's an untapped field of information and knowledge. It's not rehashing the same old 2600 games again, and yet, anyway, just what you saw, we just talked about. So, a couple of options that I have today that I'm going to explore. The first is, I've heard that when you have a video like this that you think should have performed better, everybody thinks mine should be the best, but this was a good video. I think it should perform better. I'm going to try some re-tagging and re-thumbing, by which I mean a new thumbnail, a new grabber image. I mimicked the previous one in this video to try to grab that same traffic. It clearly didn't work. So I'm going to try something different. Maybe I'm going to be in it. Maybe it's going to be a different image. Maybe it's going to be different wording. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to play with that. Try a different thumbnail while it's still getting recommendations. Try that. I'll probably also play with, if not today, soon, I'll take that video because it is 10 little individual games to break that into shorts. It's perfect for breaking into shorts because it's because of what it is. It's that kind of video. So I'm going to play with that a bit because that'll yield another 10 shorts, which is fine. And then kind of figure out and plan what's the next big thing. I don't know what that is. I have a lot of small things. I had another idea for something I could have done on the heels of a successful yesterday video that didn't happen, though just because one doesn't do great doesn't mean that's over. It could be any number of categories that you'll never know. So like the 400 Mini is still coming, and I think there's still fertile ground there, but I'm not mining it properly yet to be able to capitalize on it like I want to. So there's possible things that I could look at. I mean, in addition to the rethumbing and retagging, I mean, we've talked about before that the thumbnail is the thing that stops you from scrolling. It gets your attention, and then you read the description. So it's possible that I could make a more grabby thumbnail. Maybe I made the mistake. I also worried about making them too similar that at a glance you might go, oh, it's so similar, I already watched that one. You might think I've already seen it. So maybe that's a mistake. I don't know. I've used that exercise in the past, like when I did all those XP cartridges. I used very similar thumbnails, and it was very obvious they were different, and that seemed to work. So I tried to use that same technique here, and I mean, I don't know that that's the problem. Maybe it's the best thumbnail ever, and it's just, I don't know what it is, right? But I'm going to try while that video is still getting a little bit of traction. Maybe I can get another foothold and take another run with this one. So now, not all doom and gloom. Obviously, 3,000 views overnight is tremendous for almost, you know, for all but the top 10 percentile of YouTube. It's just that I need to be in that top 10 percentile. I'm not. I need to be up there with the people for whom that's bad. So even though I'm at a place where that's probably very good for me, I need to act like it's not, because I feel like it's not. It's not growth. It's not progress. It's status quo. And you know, just sitting on the status quo is not going to get me where I need to be. So in general, a little bummed this morning, but you know, not defeated. Just just lightly battered. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get after it and figure out how to salvage this video if possible, how to salvage this day. Yeah, I want to thank you for stopping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, I see more new people popping in to visit. Thank you, nice to have you here. If you're one of those crazy people that are here every day, you know that I love you for that. Thank you for coming day after day and helping to support me and encourage me to keep doing this foolhardy thing that I'm attempting to do. Have a great Wednesday. Please do something good for yourself if you can, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.